Good morning. I hope you are keeping well. Paul here from the Boardroom. It is great to have you with us this morning. For those of you who are new, who haven't tuned into a video before, these lockdown lives have really got a purpose of just equipping you as business owners to make the most of this time we have during lockdowns, and while things are sort of really weird and up in the air, to work on your business. Today, we're going to be looking at the strategic mindset and what that is. It's been a really important lesson that I've learned and tool that I've learned over the years to help me see things get done within my business and to help me make decisions as a business owner that are realistic, that are considered, that are made from a point of view that is smart, that it's not just a decision made on the whim or an uneducated guess as to what needs to happen in my business. The strategic mindset has a lot of advantages, a lot of benefits that we'll go through, and also how to implement a strategic mindset in your business, and how to implement strategy in your business to see it grow and to see it succeed. So the strategic mindset, the definition of a strategic mindset is using the tools that you have at your disposal, using your brain, using your mind to build a vision of your business and creating a strategy to achieve that vision. How did two guys renting out free hot mattresses in their spare room for $80 a night create Airbnb, a company that's now worth, I think, just over $100 billion? How did Jeff Bezos turn what was an online bookstore, just a simple online bookstore in 1994, into the global juggernaut that is now, Amazon, the world's largest online shopping platform? These guys had strategy. And if they weren't already where they wanted to be in business, which obviously they weren't, then they had goals. They had worked out how they were going to get there. They had vision. They had a plan in place to get to where they wanted to go. So we're going to flesh this out today. And as we go, if you've got any questions, I am keeping my eye on the comments as they pop up. So if you have any questions as we go through this, please comment below, and I'll answer them, towards the end of this session. So I want you to have a think about how you implement strategy in your business, how you make decisions in your business. What sort of goals do you have? Do you have short-term goals? Have you got any medium-term goals? Have you got any long-term goals or views? What, as a business owner, what are you in business for? What are you wanting to achieve? Are they financial goals? Are they expansion goals? Are they work-life balance goals? What is driving you to be in business in the first place? Have you got a business plan? I'm going to suggest that 90% of you probably don't have a business plan if you're watching. And of those 90% that do have a business plan, there's probably only 10% of you who've actually got something, up to date. You might have put it in place at the start when you started out in business, and you're all passionate about, working out the vision and what your business is going to look like in a few years and what you're going to achieve. And it's probably pretty highly likely that you haven't looked at that document since you wrote it in the first place. Business plans are actually a really crucial part of building a business, and we'll spend a bit of time now just having a look at those. Business plans aren't just a written, boring document. A business plan should actually be a really alive and vital and important part of your business. They provide you with a reminder of your vision. They help to give you direction. They help to make you better at making decisions. They also help you to waste less time and resources, in making potentially wrong decisions as well. I'm going to be putting together a business resource, a business plan resource for you guys to be able to download for free, for you to have in front of you to dream into your business, to flesh out what you want your business to look like, and for you then to be able to implement within your business as well. And that'll be available on our website, theboardroom.com.au, and I'll let you know when that is. And it's for people who are either looking to start a business, or if you're wanting to renew your current business plan as well. This will be a really valuable tool. What we'll also look to do is probably put together some online workshops as well, so that if you want to, we can help you through that, writing of your business plan. Couple of questions. G'day, Scotty. Nice to see you. Thanks for the wave. Rowan, thanks for joining us too, mate. It's great to have you. You're asking, how often do you look at your business plan? How often do you update them? It's a great question. With my service-based business that I've been running for the last 11 years, my original business plan was probably about 8 to 10 pages long. And I don't reckon I revisited it for at least 3 or 4 years when I first started out. Now I'm regularly going back to that business plan as a big document, probably every 6 months. But the goals that I have written in that document, I'm looking at far more regularly. So there's a few different ways in which you can be nutting things out and working things out from a goals perspective. But I would suggest probably going back to your business plan, every 6 months to go, okay, well, from a long-term point of view, how am I tracking? How am I tracking with the vision of my business based on the performance of my business? But certainly from a goal-setting point of view, and in helping you to get the most out of your day-to-day stuff, I'd be looking at your actual business plan, no less regularly than every 6 months. But then I'd be making sure that, every few weeks you're looking at the goals that you've set, particularly your short-term goals, and making sure that you're tracking to achieve those. The business plan should be a live document. It is a good process to go through in updating it. The vision that you set for yourself and you set for your business 10 years ago could be slightly different, could be completely different to what it is now. As you go on that business journey, as your services change, as you start to work out who your ideal client is, the vision that you had for your business could be completely different. So it's okay to go back and to change that, to refocus your vision, to reset your goals, to have a totally different strategy in place for how you're going to reach those goals. It should be a live, breathing document that you as a business owner are well aware of. And if you're comfortable as well, there'll be certain aspects of that you should share with your employees too. So with a business plan in general, what you're really wanting to do is you're wanting to define the vision that you have for your business. You want to think about it. You want to strategize, okay, how am I going to fulfill this vision? How am I going to get there? To do that, you obviously need to have some goals. So have a look at what your business goals are and work out where you want to go. And importantly, are these goals actually written down, or are they just in your head? I really find that by having goals out of your head and finally written down and in front of you gives you a great way to reassess things. Mark out your long-term goals as a business owner first. What do you want to achieve numerically? What do you want your business to look like and for it to achieve non-numerically? Is that, if you're a sole trader, is that having a particular flexibility in your work hours? Is it having the ability to work from home or work from overseas, or build a business that doesn't require you in it? Certainly your goals don't just have to be numerical goals, and I'd suggest that a great business plan has got both numerical goals and non-numerical goals. Then ask yourself, once you've done that, what would your business have to look like? At that level, what things would you need to have implemented? Who would you need to have working in your business with you? What would you need to have in place? What structures would you need to have in place? What marketing tools would you need to have in place? What sort of equipment or what sort of storefront would you need to have in place? What is that business ultimately going to look like? What does that dream business look like for you? What does that look like to your customers? And, what does that look like to your employees as well? Then once you've got those goals in place, this is a process that I really enjoy, and that is actually reverse engineering the steps that you need to take to reach those goals. So I've got my long-term goals that I've got set out, and I want to go back through and go, okay, well, if in 5 years or in 10 years, all right, for an example, let's go, in 10 years, I want my business to look like X, Y, Z. Then what you can go is, okay, to achieve that, in 5 years, what do I need, to what level do I need to have succeeded? Or what things do I need to have in place by that 5-year mark? And then what do I need to have had in place by that 3-year mark? And then what do I need to have had in place and reached by that 1-year mark? So if you work backwards, you'll find that you'll get to a point where you can go, okay, well, in that 12-month mark, in that 6-month mark, in that 3-month mark, these are the things that I need to achieve. And in that short term, with every day, with every week, with every month that goes by, you are able to go, okay, this is the path that I need to go on. These daily choices that I'm making, these daily decisions that I'm making for my business need to be in line with that long-term goal. When I'm talking about goals, like I said, it's great to have them written down, and this gets it out of your head and gets it down into something physical. To actually have clarity on a goal, to actually have a goal that's defined and not just an ideal, that's floating around in your head. In 10 years, I want to be sitting on the beach, drinking a pina colada, and my business is working without me needing to be in it. Like, that's a great goal, don't get me wrong, and I would enjoy that too. But it's really worthwhile actually working out what's going to need to be done to make that goal a reality. And so when you're setting your goals, you're probably well aware of a concept of making them SMART. And now, if you're not, SMART goals are 1, specific, 2, measurable, 3, achievable, 4, relevant or realistic, and T is time-bound. These are the 5 aspects of a goal that will help you to create something that is actually achievable within your business. So in being specific, what is it that you actually want to achieve? Like I said, it's not just about making a claim that you want to make lots of money, or you want to create world peace, or you want to create a business that manages itself within a few years. You do really need to be specific. Whether or not that's numerical or whether or not that's non-numerical. The more specific you can be in this part of creating a goal, the easier it is for you to go back to that and go, okay, I'm clear on what I'm wanting to achieve. The actions required are a lot clearer at that stage as well. Measurable. What are the parameters around this goal? If it's making more money in your business, how much money? If it's turning a particular profit or a certain percentage of profit, what is that percentage? If you are, wanting to expand and have a number of stores, how many stores? If you're wanting to have a certain amount of employees, how many employees? Why do you want that many? Achievable. Is the goal realistic? Anyone can go, okay, well, I'm out mowing lawns as a solo operator, no staff, and I want to turn over $13 billion in 6 months. You can have that goal, but is it achievable? Is it realistic? Probably not. So you want to go through the process of working out what's actually realistic. Now, you want to set goals that are challenging. You definitely want to push yourself, but it still needs to be realistic. Otherwise, you'll have no hope in chasing a goal that you were doomed or failed to, succeed with in the first place. Relevant. Have a think about why that particular goal is relevant to you. why it's relevant to your business and why it's relevant to your circumstances. This is the why you want to achieve that goal. What's it going to mean for you? What's it going to mean for your business? What's it going to mean for your personal life? I think if you know the why behind what you're doing, then your ability to reach those goals is also a lot stronger. Time bound as well. You want to put something in place. You want to put a goal in place that has a time frame on it. Like I said, long-term goals are a great place to start, but then what you want to do is you want to create a medium-term goal from that, and you want to create short-term goals so that each little thing you do in your business, each decision you make is just another step that continues getting you closer to that goal. Now, there's plenty of benefits by having a strategic mindset, by having goals, by having a business plan. Number one, you'll have far more clarity around your business's purpose and its position as well. Number two, you'll waste less time wondering what decisions to make. Number three, it removes distraction. Like when you know what you're aiming for, you'll be amazed at how many other things that could crop up or pop up that actually don't really matter in the scheme of things. And number four, it gives you a strengthened purpose as well as a business owner, to help keep yourself on track and to help keep your employees on track as well, and to keep your business on track to get to the point that you decide you want to get to. So yeah, look, just a relatively, I hope, brief and succinct video today for you, just to go briefly over the strategic mindset, the importance of actually thinking about your business and where you want to head and what it's going to take to achieve that. And that actually, it's a long-term mindset. You've got to look a few years ahead. If you're only looking one day ahead at a time, then I wouldn't say that that's a strategic mindset. And I would say that's probably you just working in your business day to day. You really want to take some time out just to work on what a month ahead looks like for you. And then once you're doing that well, look at what a year ahead looks like for you. And then look at 3 years, look at 5 years, look at 10 years, and go from there. We've looked at goals as well, obviously the importance of having those, and we've looked at SMART goals as well, and also the business plan. And this is something, like I said, over the next few weeks, I'm going to develop and have a free resource for you there, because I genuinely think that that's a really important thing that a lot of business owners miss, or just decide isn't important, or is a document just for the sake of having a document. But you actually miss the benefits of having a live, living, breathing business plan that your business functions off. So, a challenge for you today, and I don't always give out a challenge, but I would really like to know if you've got a business plan and if it's up to date. Comment below or send me an email, paul@theboardroom.com.au. If you don't have one, I want to make sure that you're taking some time this week to get started on. At least identifying the goals that you've got, and within the next couple of weeks, you'll then be able to marry that up with the business plan template that I'll get out to you. And I genuinely hope that this is just a great resource for you to use. It'll be a free resource, and it's really just designed to help you get this structure in place and help you develop your strategic mindset. If you've got any other questions or comments, if anything else has stood out to you today, please shoot me an email or comment below. I would love to hear from you and love to know, if this video has been helpful. Have a great week. I trust that you have a really productive week. I know with lockdown still continuing that it's just a mess out there for a number of industries. But I just trust that with the time that you have this week, you're able to work just a little bit strategically on your business. Have a great day. Have a great week. I look forward to catching up with you next time. See you soon.